Okay, so the session plan is how we see it here is going to be divided in three parts. One that is a little bit of theory and then a little bit of practice. And the idea is that we will have a discussion on the theory, what NFTs are, why it's useful, and what is new and what is necessary. But then it's not only about theory, but you will, for the one of you that do not have an Ethereum or a crypto wallet, I will teach you how to do that in 10 minutes or less. And then after you have your free Ethereum address, you will be able to mint and to have and to possess your first NFT. So exciting. Okay, so we're starting with the theory of it, and we'll do a bit of reading and explaining, and hopefully you will finish this 10 minutes conversation with a bit more of knowledge and a bit less of fear of what NFTs are. So the basic definition of NFTs and blockchain, then a special dedication to the proof of attendance protocol. That is what I do. And then a bit more, of course, of utility and why people are wanting and when NFT is getting super crazy because everyone wants to collect and have NFTs. Okay, so first of all, NFTs stands for non-fungible tokens. Non-fungible tokens, and as the proper name says it, is the opposite of fungible tokens. So fungible tokens start with the technology that you might heard, that is the Bitcoin or Ethereum. Can we also have a new hand rise? And of all the peoples there, is there anyone that has not heard about Bitcoin or Ethereum? Can you guys tell me? All of those that are there do have heard about Bitcoin and Ethereum, or there is people that do not know what Bitcoin or Ethereum is?
I see no hands raised, so I guess everyone knows it.
Perfect. So everyone have heard of it, but we'll do a bit of of explaining. And so the basic underlying technology below the NFTs is what we call blockchain. And in our way to explain it, a blockchain is exactly the same as a database, except it is distributed and controlled by many computers around the world. And so the novelty based and what changed to other kind of database, your for example, your email belongs to a database, but it belongs to Google or to Outlook. So it's not distributed around the world and it's not controlled around the world. Also the database that you have on your Spotify, or maybe the playlist that you have created, again, it's all in one central database that is the one of Spotify, but it's not distributed around the world and controlled by many computers. So what you gotta understand, if you gotta live with one idea of what a blockchain is, it's a database that is distributed and controlled by many computers. And when I say many, let's assume at least 1,000, or and in the future of the decentralized information, we should assume that millions of computers will be controlling the same information on the same database. Okay, and then this is also an important part where it says that we can control and ensure transactions without one third party player that ensures validity. Again, whenever you do a transfer from your bank to another bank, basically there is both banks that say, okay, money is coming from my account to your account, and they get together to ensure that that information is true. So of course we trust a bit or not that much our banks, but that's how the system works. The idea about Bitcoin and Ethereum is that there is no central entity that will say, okay, money around the computers, okay? And that's now that you guys know what a blockchain is, there is two type, or we're gonna focus on two type of assets where the blockchain technology has given the rise of. We have the fungible tokens and the non-fungible tokens. So let's start with the first one, the one that we'll talk very little today, which is the fungible tokens. What fungible tokens mean? It means that basically one and the other is exactly the same. Meaning that if I have one Bitcoin and one of you attendees there have one Bitcoin, we can exchange, and basically that Bitcoin and my Bitcoin will be exactly the same, right? There is no added value on your Bitcoin or my Bitcoin because it's exactly the same. That's why we call it fungible. One or the other is exactly the same. Well, I guess you understood that if fungible tokens are tokens that are different, but each one has a Bitcoin, but we can exchange and it's exactly the same. Whenever we say that there's a non-fungible token, then it starts to make a bit of sense that says, okay, there's two digital assets, but they are not the same. Meaning that if I have a bored ape or a CryptoPunk that has some glasses, but then there is another CryptoPunk or another ape that do not have glasses, then the value can change and then it's not interoperable. It's not fungible because someone would prefer the bored ape or the punk with glasses instead of the one that has no glasses. So this is basically the difference between non-fungible tokens, meaning tokens that are different and has different value, and fungible tokens, again, my Bitcoin, your Bitcoin, exactly the same. And so in these slides, you have understood what a blockchain is and why there's two type of tokens, one that are non-fungible, NFTs, and one that are fungible. So today, of course, as I guess you have already understood, we'll talk about the non-fungible tokens. Okay, so this is also the important part, that is digital ownership, right? As the blockchain allows to say who has the right, where is the true information, then we can start saying that who holds an NFT and who does not. Today, some of you hold some NFTs, some of you do not, but then that technology and the blockchain allows to prevent people copying and pasting NFTs. That doesn't work. Okay, so basically, again, as you can see in the slide, it says that an NFT is just a technical way to represent assets. And when we finish this course, you will see that your wallet will be holding a certificate of ownership of that asset. And I understand that it might be complicated to wrap our heads around it. What is also important is that this technology is very new. So there is a lot of things that might not make sense today, but they will make a lot of sense tomorrow. And when I say tomorrow, I mean in a couple of years. Imagine at first when they told you that you needed to have a computer to write, and you would say, why do I need a computer if I can write on my paper? Well, again, a lot of new use case will become available when everybody starts interacting with the blockchain and with the NFTs and start having digital assets like you are, like you will be finishing today because you are in this workshop. Okay, now we talk a little bit about POAP. Again, that stands for Proof of Attendance Protocol. POAP, Proof of Attendance Protocol. So it's a POAP, and a POAP is what you will get at the end of this workshop. It's a digital certification that you've been in one event, that you have participated in one event, that you have attended one event. In this case, you are attending this workshop. And so myself, as a organizer of this workshop, I am allowing yourself to have the POAP of this event. And so, why it is important and why it is very well used by the brands is because, well, it's a simple way to start uh, giving and collecting digital assets like the presence somewhere, like the ticket of a concert or the ticket to a sport event, or again, the ticket to this workshop. So what we say is that it allows individuals and brands to securely hold a record of their life experiences and achievements with a tokenized badge or an NFT. What you just understand that an NFT is, but yeah, POAP is an NFT of you coming to this event. Again, what is a POAP? So POAP, it is an NFT. That's why I was saying that you will receive an NFT. And those are collectible badges that represent your memories, in this case, this, this workshop. And you will have it for free because POAP is cool and it's free to collect. But what is also great, it's on a side chain of the blockchain, and it's a one that is that do not consume a lot of energy. To be honest, it consumes very little energy. Some people say that it consumes 99% less of energy of Ethereum or Bitcoin. So that's why also POAP is being used by many brands, like the one that you see here below, like Adidas, Nike, or even musicians, because it's free for the collectors, pay anything, but it's also because it has done some strategic choice to not be on nor on Bitcoin nor on main chain Ethereum, but on the side chain of Ethereum. Okay, again, today you will receive a POAP, a bit of these two use cases, right? Like a memory of this workshop. With a bit of chance, you will check your POAP many years from now because it's going to be, it will be on the blockchain. And again, even if even if my company appears or if I decide to I do not work on this anymore, you will hold that NFT. It's your wallet that will hold the NFT. It's not myself. It's not my database. It's you. And so that's why we said it's also a representation of a memory. And we can say also it's a gift that I'm giving to you because you've been into this workshop. So the idea is for you to engage. Again, some of you might have come here today because you received the promise of a free NFT, and then you engaged and came to this conference, right? Um, okay, and now next slide is as again why you as a collector you will want an NFT. Well, you could say, okay, it's free. I like free stuff, so great, and it is a reason, but also in this case of a POAP is because whenever you will collect the POAP, no one will ever be able to say that they participate into this workshop. So you will be the holder of a digital certification that says that you've been here in this workshop, and no one else will ever be able to say the same. And so you will participate in this little club that is we've been to this workshop. And then maybe you would say, okay, that's great, but it's not that interesting. Okay, maybe. But what happens whenever you go to a concert of your favorite band when they were like not popular? But imagine that your favorite band was distributing POAP whenever they were not popular in the little bar, and you have the POAP of I've been that night where it was magical before it was popular, right? Or even if you go to a fashion show, then you will be able to have the collections of the different fashion shows that you've been through the years. And again, it's not on the database of the fashion organizer. It will be on your wallet, secured by the blockchain, and that's the difference, and that's the new thing about it. So, as a summarize, owning a POAP, it's a proof that you have participated in this event, and for instance, you belong in this community. Hopefully, you will cherish and value itself as a memory, not as a financial asset, because to be honest, you will be able to resell it. again, you will receive an NFT, and you will be able to resell it. Now the problem is not being able to resell it. The problem is who would buy who will buy the NFT of being here? I mean, I don't know. I know. I mean, hopefully you find someone that wants that NFT, but maybe you don't because maybe it's not that valuable to anyone that is not us in this conference. Okay. So other example of uses is again pre-board event. We've been doing POAPs for special VIP nights, or fashion walks, or even C-level, executive level internal conference for companies, or DG or customer loyalty programs. Everything that you see here in this slide. But again, those are the first use cases, the first utilities that brands and industry came with the idea with, but it can be much more, and we might not even know why it's going to happen. Okay, so there's a list. Everything is correct, right? I'm not hearing anything from you, but I am assuming everything is good and that there is no question. Is that correct? Okay, I will move forward, assuming that everything is correct.
Yes, yes, that's correct.
Perfect. Okay, and now that you have a bit of theory, that at least you have some basics, we'll start doing a bit of practice. So, we're gonna start doing a wallet. Then we'll create a new blockchain wallet, and then if we have time, we gotta explore it and see that there's nothing because it's new, and then there's gonna be nothing on it. But do not fear because we will be putting something in the wallet very soon after that. Okay, so let's first explain what a wallet is. But basically, it's like an account into blockchain technology, and see, block wallets are like a locker in a train station, right? It's you have the keys to it. You have to protect the keys. You don't have to give the keys to anyone because if you again, if you imagine you have the locker on the train station, if you give the keys, then anyone can take whatever is inside. That is not great. Okay, so basically now we're going to create a wallet. But please remember that if anyone asks you for your wallet keys, you should assume that it's not a great idea, and you don't have to give them your keys. So yeah, and this slide is important because it's the one that is the simplest and the one that excites the most. In Web 2, we have Web 2, which is the world of the Googles, the Netflixes, the Facebooks, and the world. Basically, we have an email address that is our digital identity, right? When people say, I want to contact you, they ask you for your email, or when they say log in with your Gmail, log in with your Apple ID, log in with your Facebook, etc., etc., etc. And also, you store your value, your assets, you store it on the bank, right? Whatever has value, it's on the bank, and it's not tied to your email. Normally, you don't have a lot of digital money on your email. You have it maybe on your Venmo or Revolut, or those are new fintech banks, but those are not your digital identity. What changes here in the new Web3 world is that that blockchain wallet that you will create in a bit will act as both of those services. It will be your identity, but it will be your bank account. And when I say identity, don't fear. No one will ask you nor for your email, nor your pictures, not your name, not your last name. It will generate an address, and that will be your address. Okay, let's move forward. So basically, there is a lot of wallets out there. Some of them are better, some of them are more renowned, some of them are more has a bit more history, some of them are more secure, some of them are more funny to use. today I want to recommend the one that I recommend to my family. That is the Rainbow Wallet, an Ethereum wallet, because it is the simplest one, and it is the one that it's the more good looking, to be honest. And also because it has a, well, you will see that you will, the POAP that you will collect in a couple of minutes will be directly visible there. So whomever, I mean, even if the one that already had a crypto wallet, I do encourage you to create a new one, and do a rainbow, because you will see that it's very intuitive, it's very friendly, and it is very visually appealing. So we'll take a couple of minutes now. We'll see some steps, but basically we'll spend the next 5 minutes, and hopefully I have to interact with you guys for you to tell me when you have created your wallet. But basically, so download Rainbow Wallet. It has this icon. I am assuming that everyone there has internet connection, or by 3G or by Wi-Fi, and that every one of you has a Apple iPhone or Google Android, and that all of you have access to app stores, application stores, and then that all of you can download Rainbow Wallet. So I will. This is the steps that you can take a couple of minutes to do. But basically, download the app, click on the button that says "Get a new wallet," and then that's it. And then you will see below that it says "Copy address." And basically, what I want for you people is to raise your hand if you have questions, or also raise your hand whenever you finish the process, meaning that you have loaded Rainbow Wallet, you have clicked on Get a New Wallet, and then that you have copied your new address that looks like this, like 0xA5, blah, blah, blah. Yes, it's long like this. So I will need a bit of interaction with you, so people maybe in the technical team uh, tell me if people get confused or not, or if they look that they're smiling because they're getting their wallet. But basically, they have to download a wallet and do a couple of clicks, and then copy their address. Yes,
There
I
is
will need a bit of interaction
there
with
is
you
no
guys.
Apple Pay in Turkey, so I don't know if the Ethereum acquisition portion can actually happen right now.
No. There is no Ethereum acquisition yet. Nothing has to pay anyone. Again, everything is free, and no Apple Pay, no paying, no nothing.
Great.
So hopefully, no one left thinking that they had to pay. No one has to pay anything. If not, that I would have told you guys that you need to pay anything. No one has to pay nothing at all. But still, we need people to create a new Ethereum address, and that's why they need to download Rainbow. So maybe people can wave their hands when they have downloaded Rainbow and they have clicked on the copy address that the new Rainbow wallet gives them. I will give you guys 3 minutes, assuming that you need to check stuff, or the internet connection might be a bit bad, and hopefully in 3 minutes, most of you will be waving your hand, saying that you have downloaded Rainbow, created a new wallet, and copied the new address on your phone memory. I
I
will
think
take
everyone
some
is. I think we're pretty ready actually.
Okay, great. So no chocolate for me. Okay. You should have do. You could be a little bit slower, but okay. Let's move on. So this part, I prefer to for you not to do this. I mean, this part was about you exploring an empty wallet, exploring the blockchain, and seeing that your new address is something. It's not something that the Rainbow Wallet invented. it's something that is already existing on the blockchain. But then we'll see that later whenever we create the when you mint your new NFT. But so basically, this slide was about taking a couple of minutes to explore the blockchain and to understand that your found new address exists and that some explorer like Etherscan or Block Scout or WeLook will check your new address and well, you won't find anything in it because there's nothing because that's it. But yeah, so this a wallet exists, which it didn't exist a couple of minutes ago. And have you seen? You didn't have to put any new email, nor photos, nor name, nor last name. That's why we say that blockchain technology NFTs can be very anonymous, right? You can now move around the world and collect POAPs without no one knowing what your name is. People will only know that you've been into one event. Okay, moving forward. Now, prepare yourself because you will be receiving your first NFT. So again, if you guys have to do only one thing, is that you have created a new wallet, and remember, I need you to copy to have the E- Ethereum address into your phone memory because you will have to pass it into the process to claim your first NFT. So again, please guys go to your Rainbow app and share and copy your OX address. No, that's minting your first NFT. Again, I will give you 30 seconds for you guys to be sure that you have your Ethereum address on your phone memory. Okay. Okay, we'll do this part a bit fast. Uh, so just for you to know, you will be minting. Wait, oh, not yet, not yet. So you will be minting something that looks like this, and I want to show you how it looks like before you have it. So as you can see, a POAP has a circular shape. The digital token we said before, it has a title, it has a description. And basically, the description is that you have attended Digital Horizon, the new startup exhibition, blah 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 blah. Basically, it says that you've been here tonight at the event. Okay, so prepare to claim your first POAP. So again, you're gonna mint your first POAP NFT with the wallet that you just created. Remember, POAP stands for Proof of Attendance Protocol, and it's gonna be a non-fungible token, as you know now what it is, in the blockchain that has that is a digital certificate that you will own in your wallet, showing that you've been here with me today. So basically, what will happen is that I will show you a QR code and you will have to scan it with your phone camera. Okay. So now that you have in your phone memory, you have your Ethereum address. Please go back to your home, and prepare to scan our QR code. Okay. This is the QR code that you need to scan, and then you follow those simple steps. When you scan the QR code, you pass the Ethereum address. I will put it this bigger. You pass the Ethereum address that you just created, and then you click mint, and that's it. So please, people, wave your hand when you have done these 1, 2, 3 steps. That is scanning, have arriving to the landing page where it says insert your Ethereum address, pasting, and then clicking the violet button that says mint. I will give you guys 30 seconds or 1 minute. Oh,
It's saying that something went wrong with all of us.
uh, let's see. I'm doing it myself. You guys should. Are you seeing my phone?
Yes, that's the page we. But when we all pasted our Ethereum addresses, the wallet addresses, it just takes you to a page that says something went wrong.
Let me see. Let me see. So my address is. Oh, I am passing my address also. POAP fr.eth. Okay.
Does it work for you?
No. Great demo. Well, demo again, super classic demo exhibition, but I will try again. But yes, this is weird.
It's okay. It's Mercury retrograde.
It's always the same, right?
One of our audience members just said there's no such thing as a free lunch.
Classic. No, I promise. Wait, it's free. Let me check on something, because of course here we can see there is no claim, which makes sense. Um, mm, mm, mm. So beam beam beam. Well, this is of course awkward, but okay. Give me 2 minutes. I will go. I will stop sharing my computer, and I will do a mini configuration. Give me 1 second.
Sounds good.
Normally you're not seeing my screen anymore. Is that correct?
We're just seeing your face.
Great. Hopefully, it's better than an NFT. So, yes. I will check that drop, the configuration of that drop. This is the ID of it. Okay, so expiration date. Okay, we're good. Everything looks good here. 1405, 16.5, 14, yes. Tick, 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 tick. Okay, I need this, and oh, okay. I see what happened. I see what happened. I think we're good now.
Should we try again?
Yes, but I will share my screen again. I will share my screen again. So I will give you the details. But basically, the drop, we need to do some form of, well, I will tell you later. But, there you go. I will test it myself before. Everyone, just let me test this. Yes, perfect. Okay, sharing my screen. Sharing my screen. There you go.
Is this going to be a new QR code?
No, exactly the same. I will explain later why. Well, first of all, let's have you the pro. So again, just the same process as before. So you scan the QR code, you pass your Ethereum address, and now you will see that it works.
It worked.
Nice. All people, please, all the people in the attendance, wave your hand whenever you got some form of confirmation of something that looks like this. And you guys at the technical side, I'll tell me whenever all people have basically waved.
We're good. Everyone's waving.
Nice, nice. So first NFT, guys, and let me show you how the blockchain has changed a bit, because here we can start seeing all the addresses. That's me, but then the addresses that has been collecting these NFT, right? And oh, I see that there's someone that has already a POAP. Let me see who that person is. That's the fun part. Oh, someone that was a Lisbon with me. If that person want to wave hands, it's okay. If they don't want because they don't want to reveal who they are, it's also okay.
They're not waving. It's a mystery. We don't know.
But there's someone that had a pop-up in Lisbon, and well here. So that person, so this address, and this is Web3, guys. That person that is I can only identify as 0x blah 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 677D. It's someone that has been in Lisbon, because I do recognize this co-op and has been here now. And I don't have the name of that person. I don't have the face of that person. I don't have the picture of that person. I only know that they have been in Lisbon around the time I was in April, and now in Turkey. So this is what Web3 is, and I congratulate you. I congratulate you guys. Then what I do recommend you to do is go to our blockchain explorer, like Block Scout, and or even well, we can normally, if you check your Rainbow wallet, you will see your new POAP. Look, this is my Rainbow wallet, and I can see my POAP. Can you guys too?
Şu açık. Can you hear me, Lucas?
Yes.
Burada yok. I think it's time to open the floor up to one or two questions before we end the session.
Of course, let's do that.
Do we have any questions from the audience? Neil, do Do you have a question for Lucas? Can you go back to the QR is the...
Yes, yes, I can. I want the NFT is the question, right? And you guys need to do it now. You guys need to do it now because 10 minutes or yes, in a couple of minutes I will turn it off because what the problem about that we have here is that if any of you is a bad actor and share this online, then anyone that is not in the conference will be able to mint that, and we don't want that. So that's exactly the problem that I had is that I need to enable something, and now I am disabling it again. Does that make sense?
All right, thank you so much, Lucas. I think that wraps up our session. We're happy that you got some chocolate at the end.
I'm happy that you guys some NFTs at the end.
Thank you so
very
much.
If you need to contact me by any mean, you can go to POAP.fr website or POAP.fr in Twitter. So yes, Web 2 still works.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.